Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel of Hasmukh Goswami College of Engineering. I am Jaideep Jadia, Assistant Professor in Civil Engineering Department. In this session of Mechanics of Solid, my topic is thermal stress. Now what is thermal stress? Whenever the material is subjected to increase in temperature, it expands, and when the material temperature decreases, it contracts. And now if this expansion and contraction is prevented, then stresses will be produced. This stress is called as thermal stress. And to solve the application of this thermal stress, let's learn the prerequisite about the session, in which we need the equation of change in length, thermal strain, thermal stress. So there are two conditions in which first condition is support do not yield. So change in length is denoted by delta L and equation is L alpha T. L is the actual length of the member, alpha is the coefficient of thermal expansion, and T is the change in temperature. Now thermal strain, so thermal strain is denoted by epsilon and equation is alpha into T. So how to define this thermal strain equation? So thermal strain equal to change in length over original length. So L alpha T is the change in length divided by original length. So L alpha T divided by L, you will get alpha into T. Now next is thermal stress denoted by symbol sigma. So as per the Hooke's law, stress is directly proportional to strain. So you will get the equation of stress sigma equal to epsilon into E, where E is modulus of elasticity. Now we know thermal strain epsilon equal to alpha into T. Substitute the value of thermal strain in this equation of thermal stress. So you will get the thermal stress equation as alpha TE. Now second condition in which support is yielding, like support is moving. So in that case, first parameter is change in length. So change in length equation is L alpha T minus delta. So this delta indicates support movement or support yielding. Now next is thermal strain epsilon. It is denoted by change in length over original length. So equation is delta L by L. Now equation of delta L is L alpha T minus delta. So divide this all equation by L alpha T minus delta over L, and last is thermal stress. Equation as per the Hooke's law is strain into modulus of elasticity. Now strain is alpha T minus delta over L. So equation of thermal stress for support yielding is in bracket alpha T minus delta over L bracket close into modulus of elasticity. So this is the prerequisite about the session. Two conditions, support do not yield and support yielding. So now let's start with example number 1. Steel rail is 15 meter long and is laid at a temperature of 20 ohms Celsius. The maximum temperature expected is 45 ohms Celsius. First, estimate the minimum gap between two rails to be left so that rail do not disturb. And second data is, if the stress developed is 40 megapascal, what is the gap left between the rails? Given data is, take modulus of elasticity E as 200 kilonewton per mm square and coefficient of thermal expansion is given as 12 into 10 raised to minus 6 per ounce Celsius. So note down the given data, in which length is given 15 meter. So convert into mm, so 15,000 mm. Next data is about temperature. So 45 ounce minus 20 ounce. So you will get 25 ounce Celsius. Temperature difference between these two criteria. Next data is about thermal stress which is given 40 megapascal. So we can say 40 Newton per mm square. Next data is about modulus of elasticity E, 200 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm square. We have converted this kilonewton per mm square into Newton per mm square by multiplying with 10 raised to 3. And last data is given about coefficient of thermal expansion, which is 12 into 10 raised to minus 6 per Celsius. So here first parameter needed is minimum gap. So minimum gap is denoted by delta L. As we know, here in this change in length is denoted by L alpha T. So delta L is called as minimum gap required. So here we know value of L is 15,000. Next data is about coefficient of thermal expansion, which is given 12 into 10 raised to minus 6, and T is change in temperature. Here it is 25 Celsius. So by simplifying this calculation, you will get the answer as 4.5 mm. So it is the required parameter number 1, minimum gap between two rails such that rails do not disturb due to temperature difference. Second parameter required is gap left between two rails when stress developed is 40 megapascal. So this gap left is denoted by delta. So let's solve this second parameter required. So here it is the case of condition 2 in which support is yielding. So we need to calculate the required parameter delta. Here we have the values of stress. So thermal stress equation for support yielding condition is in bracket alpha into T minus delta over L bracket close, and multiply that with capital E modulus of elasticity. Here in this equation we have the values of these coefficient of thermal expansion, alpha, temperature difference 25, delta is unknown, L is known which is 15,000 mm, modulus of elasticity is also given, and thermal stress is 40 megapascal. So substitute the all parameter in this equation. Value of alpha as 12 into 10 raised to minus 6, temperature difference is 25, minus delta is unknown, length is 15,000. All these value multiply with modulus of elasticity as 2 into 10 raised to 5. So divide this 40 Newton per mm square by this value of E. So you can say 2 into 10 raised to 5. By simplifying this parameter, we will get the answer as 0.0003 delta over 15,000. By simplifying this parameter, we will get the answer as 0.002 equal to 0.003 minus delta over 15,000. So by simplifying this equation, we get the value of delta which is called as gap left between rails as 1.5 mm. So this is the second parameter needed for this example. So by this we will solve these kind of examples. So let's see next example. Description is a bar of 3 meter long and 20 mm diameter is rigidly fixed in two supports at a certain temperature. If the temperature is reached by 60 on Celsius, find thermal stress and strain of the bar. So first parameter is needed is thermal stress and strain, and second parameter also find thermal stress and strain if support yield by 2 mm. So here in this example we have to use both conditions of thermal stress in which support do not yield and support is yielding. Given parameter is length 3 meter, so convert into mm, 3000 mm, diameter 20 mm given. So area of this 20 mm is pi by 4 into d square. D is 20 mm. So you will get the answer of area as 314.5 mm square. Temperature is raised by 60 on Celsius. So you can say temperature difference is 60 on Celsius. Given data is about modulus of elasticity E as 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square, and coefficient of thermal expansion alpha is given as 12 into 10 raised to minus 6 per all Celsius. So first data is needed is about thermal stress and strain when there is no movement of support. So as we know, thermal stress equation for support do not yield condition is alpha into T into E. So as we know, coefficient of thermal expansion given is 12 into 10 raised to minus 6. T is the temperature difference, which is 60, and E is modulus of elasticity given as 2 into 10 raised to 5. By simplifying this equation, we will get the answer of thermal stress as 144 Newton per mm square. Now second data is needed about thermal strain, which is denoted by epsilon. So as we know, for support do not yield condition, it is denoted by alpha into T. So alpha value is 12 into 10 raised to minus 6, called as coefficient of thermal expansion, and T is the temperature difference, which is given 60. So by simplifying this equation, we will get the answer of thermal strain as 7.2 into 10 raised to minus 4. So these two parameters is required in first data when support is not yielding, that means support is fixed. Next parameter is needed when support is yielding by 2 mm. So in second parameter we need same parameter from the first data, thermal stress and thermal strain when support yield 2 mm. So it is about condition 2 here when support is yielding. So we need calculation of thermal stress and thermal strain. So equation of thermal stress when support is yielding is alpha into T minus delta over L, multiply that value with modulus of elasticity. Here delta value is 2 mm. So alpha is 12 into 10 raised to minus 6. Temperature is given 60 minus delta value is 2 mm. L is 3000. Here we can see. Multiply that all value with modulus of elasticity, which is given 2 into 10 raised to 5. Here we can see. So by simplifying this equation, we will get the answer of thermal stress as 10.66 Newton per mm square. Second parameter is thermal strain. Denoted by symbol epsilon. So equation of thermal strain epsilon is like this: alpha into T minus delta over L for support yielding by 2 mm. Here we have the values of these all parameter: alpha 12 into 10 raised to minus 6, temperature 60 minus delta which is 2 mm, length is 3000. By simplifying this equation, we will get the answer of thermal strain as 5.33 into 10 raised to minus 5. So this is the answer of example number 2. By this equation of thermal stress, thermal strain for support yielding and support do not yield, we can solve so many examples and application of these thermal stresses and thermal strain. If you like this video, do not forget to subscribe. Please like it, share it. Thank you for watching the video.